Hello and welcome back to the Players' Championship. We're picking up the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. Bit untidy, wasn't it? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from around 135 yards. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He's currently tied for 14th. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's a smart option. Back into the fairway. And here we are with the third shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Always nice to have a birdie putt. That's disappointing. A par putt on the table. Job done. Let's head to the next. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And that's a long-range bomb, and rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Currently 1 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Here's Lexi Thompson. Oh, almost went in. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Well played, mate. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
Going with the hybrid. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Hey, that's a chance. And in it goes for the par. Trailing by 4 strokes. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Well, and that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Well, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Well struck. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She got one back on that last hole.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Second shot here on the 7th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Needs this one to kick right. Setting up miles from the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, just missed. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Was on a good line. No, that's too bad. Just a 4-footer remaining. Well done. Currently a couple under for the event. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever three-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a three-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down? And here we are with their fourth. Currently 4 shots off the pace. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
An important par save.
Good looking putt. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out. Absolutely tattooed that drive.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Wonderfully played. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
That was a gallant attempt. Let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Hey, nice looking line. Yes, they've made it. And that will take him to 3 under. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
This one heading to the bunker.
Coming up from the bunker. Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Looking for another birdie here.
Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
This looks to be heading to the green.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Okay, let's get back to the action. And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Putt is underway.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Currently has a share of second place. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
How close was that to going down? That's a well-played chip shot there.
Great touch.
And this one is for his par. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this plank, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's inside the house of opportunity. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Big chance here. Okay, steady now. Well, that's a bit disappointing. And back to the play, shall we? Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Solid par putt, that. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Yeah, that one's looking good. And he's hit that inside the range. A chance to move to 5 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Get in. The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently sitting in 3rd. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
I don't think you planned for that. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Attaboy, good shot. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Looking better.
Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Currently at 6 under par overall. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
She's played that one nicely. This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
This is on a great line.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Step 1 complete, Rich. They've found the green.
Indeed, Luke, but the next step for this player is to sink this putt to force the playoff.
And this putt for a final score of 64. It's got a chance. Ouch, that hurts.
Crushing, isn't it?
Putting for a par now. And that's how he signs off on this event. And Henny, I think the takeaway for this player is that they really dominated their rival at this event.
Absolutely, Luke. I think the consolation prize is the way they performed against their rival this week. That should absolutely give them confidence as they prepare for their next event.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. SK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Second shot here on the first. Opting for the 3-wood. Outstanding shot, high quality. Good putters will make these, right on 5 feet.
They're staring this down for eagle. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And Rich, what a start. Coming out of the gates very hot after opening up with an eagle.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Nicely done. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Ooh, yeah, golf clap, really good. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Oh, so close. Big putt for par coming up. And down it goes. And that finds him in a share of second. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
That's a good-looking shot there. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal. Looking good.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Xander Schauffele. This one looks to be a tad wayward. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
Little birdie look in here.
It's tracking. Ooh. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Yeah, that one will play. And here we are with the third shot. Currently tied for the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here. Is that what they had in mind?
A bit short with that effort.
Playing their fourth shot. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Well hold. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Playing from around 150 yards here. One stroke off the lead. Opting for the 9-iron.
Nicely done.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Judging it beautifully.
A chance to move into first place here. It was on a good line. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one's headed towards the rough. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Sitting at 3 under par in a share of the lead. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? If he makes this, he'll save his par. That will work. And with that hole, they're sitting in second place behind the leader, Lydia Ko. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
A little off the mark on that approach shot. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup. This is important. Big par putt here. Starting to look really good.
Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. And it's Lydia Ko on top of the leaderboard. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. Well, that's a handy shot. Good look at birdie here.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I got to say this player is awfully solid. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker is currently tied for the lead. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Oh, how about that one?
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the fairway, you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently leading. Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
A birdie putt awaits. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
This shot is about 140 yards out. He leads the field by a stroke. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. 7 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
He's got a chance. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
This one's headed right, Rich. And he's not hit the mark on that approach. This would be a great up and down. And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 3. Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's return to live play now. Lydia Ko coming off a birdie on her last hole, and that will take her to 2 strokes off the lead. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Four victories so far this season. getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. This putt coming up is for birdie.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Here's Xander Schauffele. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Going with the 5-iron here.
4 left.
And he's safely on the green.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That was a gallant attempt. And this putt coming up for his par. And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Oh my, that was launched. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Going with the 8-iron here. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. 9 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking well.
And down it goes. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Sitting at 3 over par. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot, plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
This one needs to kick left. Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th, and sets up another putt inside birdie range. This is Xander Schauffele. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Not a bad line, this. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently 10 under for the round. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Oh, that was pure. Henny, what's the player facing here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
It's all come down to this. A putt for the title.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
A bit long on that one. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just, this player was just amazing all week long.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent